Welcome back to Volt White, the ultimate Pokemon game. I did some off-screen training while in between videos, and here's N. So you get to see my new party when we fight N. And yeah, basically I caught all the water starters in Shaking Grass in Route 3, and man did that take forever. But the one I chose to keep was Mudkip, who is now a Marshtomp. So he's part of my permanent party. And speaking of permanent parties, let me set things straight. The only ones in my permanent party right now are Kitgrass, Bob, and Dirtface here, who's my Marshtomp. Like name, yeah. But I know now, after reading the Word document with all the wild Pokemon and everything, what the rest of my party is going to be. I almost feel dumb, actually, for not knowing that they provided alternate methods for evolving Pokemon you'd have to trade to evolve before. So, yeah. All my other party, you'll be seeing them pretty soon, but this is not it at the moment. Yeah, this is half of it, actually. You have Dirtface, Bob, and Kitgrass. So, yeah. My permanent party at the end, though, is going to kick butt. Trust me. I got some good Pokemon in mind for that. But for now, I'm gonna have to, milk Firestorm, even though I'll never use him again. I gotta kill Bronzor somehow. So yeah, I'm just gonna Ember him, even though that does freaking nothing. I mean, I don't know. Firestorm's pretty useless right now, man. I'm actually kind of glad I'm gonna replace him with another fire guy pretty soon. So yeah. What else is there to say? He's gonna use Confusion. That pisses me off because that attack is annoying as heck. And of course Firestorm's gonna hit himself because I really actually dislike this Growlithe right now. He's actually not very good at all. He doesn't have very good moves. Sorry, I'm doing this in the morning again. He doesn't have very good attack power. I just don't like this Growlithe. So yeah. One thing I gotta say is I'm gonna be off-screen training right before the final gym leader in this episode 2, so expect a fade out there and to see new Pokemon. But yeah, Firestorm faints, of course, because it sucks, I guess. Arcanine's good, but Growlithe not so much. I'm gonna send out Dirtface and get a try a Water Gun here to finish this thing off, since it does probably do the most damage out of all its attacks, and it's gonna use a freaking Hypnosis. That pisses me off. Can't this thing just die? Water Gun. Come on. Ugh. Wake up, you stupid Dirtface. Jeez. So Dirtface is gonna remain asleep. That ticks me off. He's gonna keep spamming Extra Sensory. I'm gonna try it once more. Nope, he's still asleep. God dang, Hypnosis. Way more accurate when the enemy uses it, so I'm not gonna I am gonna risk an attack, and luckily it works. Dirtface wakes up before it can die, and grows to level 21 for the win. So yeah, just to reiterate, you can catch all the water starters in Shaking Grass at Route 3 in this game. So yeah, good stuff. So I'm gonna send out Kitgrass for this next one, since he's gonna send out a Tympole, and it's a time 4 weakness to grass. So I'm gonna use Leaf Tornado. Take this freaking thing out in one hit. That's the thing about groundwater types. They're good against most everything except for grass and flying. You can use your water attacks on flying, but it's just not good against those. Especially grass. If you put a groundwater against the grass, you're pretty much an idiot. Because there's no getting around that times 4 weakness. So he's gonna send out Vulpix. And I sent out Slowpoke because I'm trying to change Dirtface, actually, so I'm trying to buy time. I know Slowpoke can take a couple hits from this Vulpix, so I'm trying to buy time to heal Dirtface here, so I can get him some more experience. And he's going to use Flame Burst, no big deal, it doesn't do anything. And I'm actually going to get its health down a little bit with a Water Gun. I mean, I know Slowpoke is doomed to fail in this, but at least I can do is get him down to like half health or something. So, I'm gonna Water Gun, and he's gonna use Flame Burst again. One more ought to do it, 1 or 2 more ought to do it for Slowpoke, but I'm gonna use Water Gun again. And if I was actually healing him, I legitimately think Slowpoke could have stood a chance against this thing. God, can you stop doing that? So I'm gonna send out Dirtface, easy, Water Gun. He's gonna use Flame Burst, that does nothing, because I think I have a 25% resist. I have like what is it? Like 25% fire only affects water ground, like 25% I think. So that'll do nothing. He's gonna send out Meditite. I'm gonna Mudshot this thing after he uses Mind Reader, of course, which isn't really gonna do much at all, if not anything. The thing I like about Mudshot is that it always reduces the speed stat, and it does a decent amount of damage. So Mudshot's a good move. I would recommend Mudshot if, you know, you need a speed move that does damage. If you need a speed draining move that does damage, Mudshot's pretty good. I mean, it's got like 60 power, I think, which isn't too bad for a status lowering move. Right now, my friends aren't strong enough to save all Pokemon. Maybe I can't solve the equation in this world, so I need power enough to make people agree with me. I know what power I need, Reshiram, the legendary Pokemon, blah blah blah. I can't read that, that's too fast. But yeah, he's gonna go find out how to get Reshiram. That's gonna be one heck of a fight, of course. Wow, whenever I look at the skeleton, I'm fascinated. Welcome, I'm Haas, the director. Since you were kind enough to visit, let me give you a tour of the museum. Skeleton is of a dragon type. The theory is it had an accident and it became a fossil. The rock is amazing. It's a meteorite. It contains some kind of energy from space. Are this just an ordinary old stone? Sure it is, buddy. Anybody who's played the game before, you know that is not just an ordinary old stone. But we'll figure that out later. No spoilers, guys. Pokemon Gym's based beyond here. At the end of the gym, a very strong leader is waiting. Yeah, okay, so the gym leader of this gym is his wife, also known as the Devil. Yeah, there are two devils, Lillipup and Lenora. Lenora is probably one of the hardest gym leaders, if not the hardest, in the game. I've never had this much trouble with a gym leader before, since Whitney in Gold version, and her stupid Miltank. So yeah, Lenora is hard as heck, hence why when I get there, when I get to the staircase going down to where she is, I'm gonna fade out for training's sake. Yeah. Because when I was recording this, I tried a few times off-screen to fight her with this current party, and they just got slaughtered, so I had to go train them. I warn you now, I spend the entire day reading books and training Pokemon. No way. Seriously? Sounds boring to me. School Kid Carter. Everybody in this gym has normal types, so, you know, there are good fighting types outside Pinwheel Forest. Real good fighting types, and I'll show you those right before I get to Lenora, because I used some of those in my gym leader party, in my gym leader fighting party for this gym. So yeah, time to murder this Apom. Mudshot does an okay amount of damage. I guess it'll take like 3 hits, I think. Oh yeah, I'll say 3 hits. And luckily it's speed falling, so it always gets to Marshchomp's always gonna get to strike first. So I'm gonna tackle it, bam! Dead monkey. Dead monkey, dead monkey. And Derpface goes to level 22. Fun stuff. Alright, Derpface. Derpface! Derpface, Derpface, Derpface. Okay, he's gonna send out Spinda. And, yeah, Spinda's a weird Pokemon. I mean, later I think it learns like Dizzy Punch or something like that. I want to know who invented that Pokemon, and it has Contrary no less, which makes sense since it's a freaking twirly Spinda that doesn't make sense, and it has Uproar, which at this level will completely rape my entire party. At this level it'll completely rape my entire party, and so I'm not going to keep Derpface out since I don't have any revives or anything, and I don't want to heal it. I mean, I don't want to, like, you know, let it die or anything, I'm trying to freaking train it. So, he's gonna keep using Uproar, which does a dang good amount of damage, and I'm gonna wing attack it and finish it off finally. God, Uproar at these levels is painful, let me tell you. So you gotta be careful of that. It's about as painful as Outrage would be at higher levels, so yeah, be careful. It's gonna send out Eevee, which really is nothing, absolutely nothing when it's unevolved. I don't think they're too hard to train, but unevolved, they're pretty weak. So I'm gonna finish this thing off. And Bob's almost level 26. Alright, so he's gonna send out a Slakoth, which is no big deal for me at all, because the thing about Slakoth is it has a slow start ability, which means it doesn't attack every other turn, but it heals every other turn, basically. That can be kind of annoying if you can't kill it in like 2 hits, but you know, just treat it like you would treat every other Pokemon, except, you know, it doesn't attack you every other turn, which makes it easier. I know Slaking's like that too, which is why, I don't know, some people prefer to keep their Slack-offs as Vigoroffs because they don't loaf off every other turn. Or at least they did in previous games, or so I've heard or whatever, but I've never really trained a Slaking, so I don't know what I would prefer. I would probably just make it a Slaking because their power makes up for their, you know, loafing off every other turn. So, the thing about this gym is you have to find books in a certain order, and each book gives you a hint about the next one or where it is or whatever. So, for some reason this one has like a note in it, so you pick this book up and somehow it senses that you find it. You found the book, I don't know, so this is the next one, Biology of Patrat. That's kind of a wrong thing in this game, because the hint is what is the first Pokemon you saw inside this gym, and the book you pick up is Biology of Patrat. However, since, if you remember, the first Pokemon we saw in this gym was, gosh, see, now suddenly I can't even remember what it was, but it wasn't Patrat. I can tell you that much. So, the next book is over here, but we're gonna fight this trainer first. Scientist Satomi. He's gonna send out Furret! Oh crap, the furries are here! Kill it with fire! Okay, Furret. That is the evolved form of Sentret, in case you guys didn't know that. I'm gonna use Bide, just because I know this lady is going to waste a couple turns, so I might as well get my most powerful attack off. But unfortunately, she doesn't even attack me. See, in order to have Bide work, they need to attack you, basically. So, unfortunately, it doesn't attack me, and Bide doesn't work. So yeah. I just figured that out at this point, actually. But once it does hit, Bide is incredibly powerful. And wow, did that Furret just rape him with Fury Swipes. That's the thing, the enemies in this game, whenever they use multiple strike attacks, they always hit like 3 or more times. At least as far as I noticed, it rarely hits 2, and it always, if not most of the time, hits 2 whenever I use an attack like that. So the computer is sort of unfair in that way. So I'm just gonna mudshot this thing to death and hope it doesn't kill me with Fury Swipes. Which it doesn't, luckily. It leaves Dirtface with a good 7 HP, and I can finish it off with another mudshot. Bam! Take that, Furret. Boom. Dirtface gains a freaking good amount of experience. Hi, Porygon. Haven't seen you in forever. So, I'm gonna send out Kickgrass to deal with this Porygon, actually, because I don't want Dirtface to die, and I don't want to use another potion if I don't have to. So she's gonna send out, Porygon, and he's gonna use Download. Frickin', I gotta stop that, my god. I should do these later in the day, seriously. So I'm gonna use Leech Seed because that's an awesome move to use in games, as nobody switches out in order to cancel it. He's gonna waste a turn with Agility, of course. I'm gonna Leech Seed this thing, bam. Easy. So I'm gonna use Leaf Tornado. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Take that, stupid Porygon. That almost kills it in another hit. In like 1 hit, so yeah. This Porygon, pretty easy. Pretty easy, at least for me, because I'm vastly overleveled for the trainers in this gym. So I'm going to use Cut. He's going to use Psybeam. And I thought in previous games that Grass was weak to Psychic. I guess it wasn't. So I was wrong on that front. But luckily, I can take this thing out. Bam. Easy. He's going to send out Cast Form, which is surprisingly bulky, actually. It took more hits than I thought, if I remember correctly, to beat this thing. So he's going to use Tackle. Man. Use Leaf Tornado. Bam. Yeah, that Cast Form is surprisingly bulky, actually. So, he's going to use Water Gun, which is a waste of a move, because that's not going to do crap because of my Grass-type water resistance. Actually, since Servine is Grass Dragon, water does even less, which is a great thing for me. So, of course, what I do with every enemy that is super bulky like this is just use Leech Seed, because I know they either have high defense or high health. And if they have high health, I'll get a lot off of them for Leech Seed. So, just FYI, Leech Seed is a good attack to use against bulky opponents, because it does that little amount of damage no matter how bulky they are most of the time. So, yeah. Good attack, good attack. So I'm going to Mega Drain this thing to get some health back. I got Mega Drain in the training off screen, if you hadn't noticed. And that doesn't do anything. So, yeah. I'm gonna get some more health off Leechy. Actually, I get more health off Leechy than I did off Mega Drain. That's kind of sad, actually. He's gonna use Water Gun. Once again, a waste of an attack. You know, this trainer, whoever's using this cast form is pretty much an idiot. I mean, for a scientist, she really is. She should know about the type weaknesses and everything. Or maybe she just doesn't know, you know, what to use against me with that cast form. Who knows? Ooh, hi, Delcatty. Haven't seen you in forever either. Yeah, Delcatties. They're, about as good as Persians, or about every other Persian ripoff of every other generation, I guess. You know, Persians, Vipers, whatever the heck you want to call them. There's always a Persian ripoff. Perugly, that's the other one. Perugly's a Persian ripoff. All these, you know, evolved cats and everything. They're all about the same. And, he's gonna use Sing, ticks me off, puts me to sleep, and ticks me off at the same time. I hate you. You know. But I got off a Leech Seed, luckily, so even if he did stay awake a few turns, I would still be able to get damage off of that Delcatty, because I have Leech Seed. He's gonna use Double Slap, which is, not very effective at all for a multiple strike move. Yeah, so, Leech Seed, yeah. And it was a good thing I got Leech Seed off, because, Kitgrass is gonna wake up, and I'm gonna Leaf Tornado this thing to death. Bam. Almost killed it in one hit, and it's gonna use a Double Slap, which is, of course, doing, like, less than that frickin' Water Gun did, because this Delcatty is so weak in attack. So yeah, Delcatty faints. Easy victory. And I get 41. Scientist Sautomi is defeated. Alright. Turn a book into the shelf after reading. Blah, blah, blah. I don't even go to the library. What do I know about this stuff? Who goes to the library anymore? There's video games to play. Jeez. It's impressive you found this place. What I expect from a challenger like you. But this is third question. Okay, whatever. So, the next book is located here. It's something about Poffins. You know, they, reference the Sinnoh region, which is kind of cool. I like how they reference other regions in these games. A little bit nostalgic, remembering what was in those regions. So, yeah. Get to play the next one, alright. Which, this lady, this kind little girl is holding over here. I'll give you the last question. Can you challenge a gym leader? Oh, no. Actually, if I was being honest, I could tell her I really can't at this point, and I need to go off and train outside Pinwheel Forest, which is what I'm going to do. But, she sends out a Whismur. I'm a bit wary of this because I know it has Uproar, and Uproar does a lot of damage. But, I'm also wary of this when I realize I freaking forgot to heal Derpface after the last battle. Derp. Derpface is making me derp because I didn't heal it. So I'm gonna heal it, hopefully, hoping the Whismur doesn't use an attack move. Which it doesn't, it just used Howl, which makes me even more wary of that Uproar that it'll probably use. But I use Mudshot, hoping it'll kill it in one hit. But no, it brings it down to red, and reduces its speed. But it's gonna use Astonish. It would have been better off using Uproar, really. And I'm going to finish it off with another Mudshot, even though I could have done anything. I probably should have just used Tackle there to save power points. I don't know. Whatever works, I guess. So she's going to send out Cleffa. I don't even know what it is with these trainers and, like, first-level baby Pokemon. Why don't you just, you know, I guess they're not happy with you enough to evolve or something, but, man, that Cleffa takes that Mudshot like a beast, actually. Well, not like a beast, but, like... For what it is, that Cleffa took that Mudshot really well. So instead of switching out like I probably should, I go for another one, hoping it won't use Magical Leaf again. And it tries to use Sing instead, and luckily it misses. It misses. So Tackle, bam, take that. Ha 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 ha. Derpfaces win. Level 23. Oh boy. Gonna send out Snubble. I'm gonna keep battling, of course, because I know I can take this thing pretty easily with a couple Mudshots. He's going to use Intimidate, which isn't going to affect me because Mudshots are special attack moves. So, yeah, bam, Mudshot. Take that, you freaking angry-looking pink puppy. I'm sorry, it's hard to be intimidated by an angry-looking pink puppy. I just think the thing is adorable. Granbull, on the other hand, Granbull I would be afraid of if I saw it in real life, because that thing could eat me. So, yeah. I'm about to sweep her team here with my Derpface, which shouldn't be too bad. Which, you know, isn't that surprising considering she has all these stupid baby Pokemon. Probably just hatched from eggs like yesterday. So yeah. Igglybuff, nothing. Igglybuff's gonna use Copycat, which makes it use Mud Shot on me, which is actually a really good move for, you know, what it is, but it still didn't kill me, and I'm gonna finish it off with a tackle. Bam! Take that. Oh wow, I lost, but thanks for a great battle. Well, thanks for being a good sport, lady. Dang it, that's like the 6th time. Okay, Biology of Tepig, yes. I want to read the Biology of Tepig. For the win. How should get here? Well done. You seem to have wisdom as well as strength. No way. Yeah. So the bookcase is going to move aside, and that's where the gym leader is, down those steps. So I'm going to fade you guys out pretty soon, and in between that fading is a couple hours of training, trying to get stuff outside Pinwheel Forest. So here we go. And we're back. So there's my new party. I got a Hitmontop and a Riolu, and I trained, you know, well, actually I just got a Hitmontop and a Riolu. When I trained the Riolu up, hoping it would become a Lucario, but it hasn't yet. So here we go with the gym leader. In between takes, I lost a few times, but I just went back to, you know, train my Pokemon. But once I found that Hitmontop, trust me, it was over for this gym leader, because Hitmontop completely rapes her team with its triple kick. She's gonna send out Herder! Herder! Okay, so she's gonna send out Herder. She's gonna use Intimidate, which isn't really beneficial for me at all, but I'm gonna use Triple Kick, which it's a 3-strike move and it does more damage every strike, it looks like. So Herder is gonna use Work Up. And I'm a bit wary of this at this point, because I expected to use Takedown, and that could really hurt me. So she's going to use a Super Potion, which I expected, of course, but that's going to do nothing, because Triple Kick's just going to bring it back down to that same amount of HP it's at. So I'm going to use Triple Kick again and finish this Herder off, which is good, because this Herder actually gave me quite a bit of trouble before I got Hitmontop. So that's a great amount of experience. She's going to send out Bouffalant, which is arguably her best Pokemon. This Bouffalant is bulky as heck. Trust me, you'll see when I hit it with the Triple Kick, but this thing is bulky as heck, and it has a high amount of attack power. I've always disliked Bouffalants because they hurt. Look at how much damage that did compared to Herdier. Man, that thing is bulky, let me tell you. So, yeah, the main reason I couldn't beat Lenora before was because her Bouffalant would totally destroy my entire party, basically. And that's not even due in part to the last couple Pokemon she uses, taking some of my good ones that take them on down to a ton to some low health, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I would very too often end up with just Kick Grass being able to fight by the time her Bouffalant came out. And Bouffalant has an ability called Sap Sipper, which means basically if you use any grass attack on him, then he'll gain a stat. So Kick Grass would be absolutely useless against him, which is why I wouldn't stand a chance before. So I'm going to send out Chi, that's my Riolu. But it has Chi, and I want him to, I'm going to use him later probably. Maybe not part of my permanent party, but he's definitely going to be pretty useful, especially when he evolves into Lucario. So that's why I sent him out on this Audino, because I know Audino gave a ton of experience, and I really want Chi to level up. So luckily this Audino can't do anything because Force Palm paralyzes it right off the bat. So I can finish it off in 3 hits, and I get an amazing 21-22 experience for Chi. And that actually, it surprises me that only gets him up like 1 3/4 of a level. I thought it would get him up more. But I guess maybe it takes a bit more for Riolu and Lucario to level up than everybody else. So I'm going to send out Kick Grass since she's sending out Bibarel. And Bibarel, you know, it's a beaver. It's a really stupid looking beaver, the evolved form of Bidoof, God forbid. And it's half water type. And you know, water is weak against grass, so I'm just going to finish him off with 2 Mega Drains. It's going to use Retaliate, which is a beast of a move. It does a heck of a lot of damage after you make a Pokemon faint in a battle. After a Pokemon faints in a battle, doesn't matter which side it's from. But she likes to spam that move, and that's another reason why I couldn't beat her before, because Retaliate would just do so much damage, especially with her Bouffalant. So she's going to send out Watchog, which is kind of an annoying Pokemon. It was her main Pokemon in the normal game. But, of course, Bouffalant is a bunch stronger than this thing. And, You know, I sent out Chi to take it on, which wasn't exactly the best idea because it's going to use Retaliate and take out Chi in one hit, as you can see, because that is a friggin' beast of a move. So I'm gonna send out Hitmontop because I don't want to suffer any more losses, and I'm gonna use Triple Kick because I know it's faster. Bam, bam in the nuts, bam in the nuts. It takes it out in one flurry right there, and that's awesome. I don't have to deal with her Watch Hog. And Hitmontop gains level 22. I probably might use this for a while too, at least until I get a Lucario. So she's going to send out Cinccino, which is a evolved form of Minccino, who I don't think we've seen in this walkthrough yet. And I'm going to send out Dirtface since I haven't used him yet, actually. But of course, this was a bad idea because I completely forgot that Cinccino has Bullet Seed. So every Bullet Seed that's going to hit him is going to be a ×4 Super. And basically, yeah. I completely forgot that thing had Bullet Seed, so my bad. Dirtface faints. Hopefully I won't have to suffer any more losses. And I send out Bob because I haven't used him yet, and I wanted to get a little bit of experience. So Bob's going to use Wing Attack. Bam. Almost takes him down and almost gets a 2-hit right there. Use the Retaliate, which almost takes me down to half health. I think they might have weakened Retaliate a little bit for the hack. I'm not sure. I mean, it's still a beast of a move. Maybe it's just that I'm over leveled. It's just not doing as much as I did in like the other actual playthrough. And we just beat Lenora, one of the hardest gym leaders in this game, and I am happy about that. It just took catching a Hitmontop, pretty much. Yay, basic badge. That's our second badge, people. Woot. See, everybody on Nuzlocke always loses at Lenora, so I'm glad I was able to beat her, even though this isn't a Nuzlocke, you know. Yeah. And I get Retaliate, which I'm going to teach to some of my Pokemon pretty soon. Yeah, I'm going to teach that to some of my Pokemon pretty soon, because that's a good move. Here, at this cliffhanger, Team Plasma stole a Dragon Skull. So at this cliffhanger, we're coming to the end of this video. Rate, comment, subscribe, favorite, and I will see you guys in part 10.